Hey guys, it's Corey Beasley. We're here at Innovative Results, and I just wanted to walk you guys through how I prioritize the training for my guys. A lot of times we get confused. There's so many things that we can do, so many exercises, so many programs, but how we get in shape for a fight or competition takes a little bit more than just lifting weights and training for skill and all that type of stuff. So here's some of the ways. Hopefully you downloaded that How to Peak for Competition PDF. You guys can pull that out if you guys have that printed. But here's the basic idea. When an athlete walks in, I'm curious to see, are they healthy, right? So if they have injuries, they have pain, they have huge asymmetries, meaning they have differences left to right, or pain or any of that type of stuff. If they're not healthy, it's going to be very, very difficult for me to get them in shape for a fight. So if they have a tendonitis or something that's really causing them trouble, that's going to be a priority number one. So we're going to want to take advantage of that or address that to make sure that we fix it. So if the first question you need to ask yourself when you're starting your camp is, are you healthy? And if you're not, you've been struggling with elbow pain or shoulder pain or back pain, whatever it may be, you guys need to address that. And you might want to just go into some kind of a tune-up program if it's not too serious, meaning there's no sharp or acute pain. If there, like for example, if you have just a little bit of tendonitis across your kneecap, cool, we can address that. If you popped your ACL rolling jiu-jitsu, well, guys, that needs to be addressed before we move on, right? Pretty common sense here. But you're going to want to go into some kind of a tune-up program to address those areas, to fix them, so you don't have to deal with those later, okay? And that's going to prolong your career and really help you guys out. And there's a separate video on this, give you all the specifics on that. If the answer is, yeah, I'm healthy, I'm cool, I'm ready to go, then the next question you need to ask yourself, are you in shape? And if you're not in shape, obviously this is the one we all, hear all the time in forums and online and in person. People are always asking me, dude, I always gas out. I have such a hard time. Well, a lot of people, they haven't developed a good foundation of conditioning. And if you're not in shape, we all know how that goes. You might be a monster for 1 or 2 minutes, but then you completely fall on your face and can't move. So if the answer is no, you might want to go into a program to help expand your tank a bit. Develop the aerobic and anaerobic systems the right way so that you can, perform for those for the time period needed. So whether it's jiu-jitsu in a 10-minute round or if it's MMA for 5-minute rounds, you guys need to be in shape, obviously, and need to develop a program that's specific to help that area if you need it, right? If you ask the question, are you in shape, and you say yes, cool. The next question is, are you strong? So can you move your body weight? Can you move your own body around? Can you move with someone else's body around? And there's some simple tests and assessments that we can do with all these areas to assess them, which are also in the program. So, but are you strong? Can you squat double body weight? Can you move kettlebells? Can you move your own body weight? There's a lot of different ways to test this, but if strength is something that you've been struggling with, then the answer is no. I could always improve on this. And this is true for a lot of people. This is where a lot of strength coaches and stuff live in this realm, because strength is a huge factor. So if you could get stronger, you might want to go into a program where you build the beast. You're going to get some strength. You need to, squat and hinge and push and pull and carry some heavy loads so that you develop more strength. Now, if you already are strong, you feel comfortable in that area, then the next question is, are you powerful? Power is a little bit different than strength, meaning power is basically how much force can you apply in the shortest amount of time. So, you've seen guys that can absolutely, when they put their feet on the ground or jump or explode into a punch or in a strike, it's scary how fast they are. And that speed, kind of like on the NFL field when they're playing football, those guys are so scary, strong, and powerful, meaning they can move so quick that power is a huge factor, okay? So if you've already got the strength, then you want to ask yourself, are you powerful? If not, a lot of people aren't because they tend to live in the strength world. You need to go in and develop that athlete. You need to be able to take the strength that they already have and convert that strength to power so that they become explosive and fast and they can translate on the mat or in the cage. So developing that athlete is an essential piece of the puzzle. as long as all these other areas are in line and you're healthy, you are in shape, you're strong, and then we'll develop the power. And sometimes this can happen over the course of a camp. Sometimes this might take a year or two to develop, which is fine. Because guys, you got to think, a lot of people, they get so focused in the short term and anxious about the upcoming event, when in reality your career is going to be pretty long. So I would take your time maybe developing these areas and thinking about these things to prioritize your training, so that you not only become a great athlete, but you're also healthy and your career can be a little bit longer without suffering so many injuries that we see these days. So I hope that helps prioritize some of your, give you an idea, kind of a bird's eye view of how, at least I think about training for my guys, and gives you some kind of a perspective on how to do your training and win.